Now we got a fascinating image from Hubble Space Telescope about an active galaxy, and this active galaxy calls into question three things. One is that is it a quasi? Two, is it an active galactic galaxy? Or three, it is a Seyfert galaxy. Now we're going to dive into what this means for our understanding about galaxies in specific spaces within our reach, and most importantly how this image is going to shed light into how this galaxy will shape our understanding about the phases that it can become depending on which definition that we have right here. So let's begin. Now this galaxy is designated as Z22915, and this here is where far away from Earth. It is around 390 million light years from Earth in the constellation of Lyra. And now the first question here is this: why is this specific active galaxy known to be called an active galactic nucleus? Now the reason actually comes from the name itself. As you notice, the nucleus of a galaxy mainly is the center of the galaxy, and this center, which is also known as the core, is known to harness a really massive, huge black hole. And we know what black holes are capable of, which is to attract things or suck things to itself. Now the new interesting understanding of an active galactic nucleus is the fact that this center, which is a black hole, doesn't suck things into it directly, like for example those stars or gas or dust or particulates. Rather, it is sucking in a spiral wave where the particles are swirling around and getting closer or tugged into the nucleus, which is also known as the black hole. So it's really fascinating to see how that spinning of particles as they get into the black hole are getting hotter, and as they get hotter they begin to emit a lot of light from different electromagnetic spectrum, which shows that incredible view of brightness at the center of this galaxy compared to the outside of the galaxy. Now, another argument that is made for this galaxy is the fact that it is known as a quasi, and in this galaxy, which is known as the Z22915, it is known to be really locally positioned relative to Earth positively. So what does that mean? That means that this type of quasars are known to be really bright and really distant from Earth, which is considered to be around 100 million light years away from Earth, as is considered to be positively local from Earth. Now, due to the extreme brightness of this galaxy, mainly due to the fact that it is AGN, which is also known as an active galactic nucleus, this is considered to be so bright at the nucleus compared to its surrounding in the galaxy that you don't actually see the surrounding galaxies, the surrounding in the galaxy, like for example the stars and the gases and dust, but rather the brightness is what you see from the nucleus itself, which are the active galaxies that are swirling into the nucleus, which is into the black hole. And so this definition makes it to be classified as a Seyfert galaxy. And what does that entail? Now, this definition of Seyfert galaxies kind of gets complicated a little bit, in the sense that Seyfert galaxies are known to be called active galaxies that host a specific type or number of AGN, which are the active galactic nucleus. Now, this means that this active galactic nucleus shows the Seyfert galaxies to be really bright, but still showing observable galaxies around that system. Therefore, when we look at it with respect to the Z22915 galaxy, this is known to be a quasi, which means that it has a really rich active galactic nucleus, while at the same time it is distant away from Earth, that it can still be observable in terms of our vision of this particular system. So it is considered also to be called a Seyfert galaxy. So really fascinating to see how these terminologies come together, but at the same time showing that two or three definitions can define a specific galaxy, and this is one fantastic example of that with regards to the Z22915 galaxy. So I hope you found this really informative in terms of this particular galaxy, the location, how this impacts the definition of this galaxy as either a quasi, also an active galactic nucleus, the reason for that, and finally a Seyfert galaxy. And see you all on the next one. All the same, have a great one, stay smart as always, and believe in yourselves.